Okay, so the first step we're going to show you is the forward and backward basic. The forward and backward basic. This is the first step that we would teach a beginner who wants to learn how to salsa. The steps are the same for the man as they are for the lady, we just dance them at slightly different times. So we're going to learn this together. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the foot positions. Number one, we step forward on the left foot. We replace the weight on the right foot for 2, and then we aim to close the feet on 3. We then have right foot back for 5, replace the weight forward for 6, and aim to close the feet for 7. So this time we'll do it a little bit quicker. And 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Now notice that the timing of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 refers to the feet. So although the feet are stepping on numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, the body is always moving. So on beats 4 and 8, although we don't have a step, we don't stop. If our body weight stops at any point, let alone at 4 and 8, dancing gets very hard, it gets very heavy, and it's uncomfortable for our partner. An example of what this would be like if we do it wrong would be 1, 2, stop, 1, 2, stop. And you get this horrible forward and back stopping and starting action. It's very difficult to dance. When the music is so quick, it's very easy to go off time. So do make sure you keep the momentum moving. Something else to be aware of is that as we're dancing, the weight has to stay forward. And this is whether the step goes forwards, backwards, or even sideways. In this figure, we're taking forward steps and backward steps. But for beginners, there's a danger that on the backward step, the weight goes too far back. If we do this, it's just like stopping the weight. So it would look like this. And 1, 2, 3, 5. Now here, my weight's gone too far back. I've pulled my partner too far forward. It's now very difficult to take the next step and complete the figure. So make sure that whether you dance forwards or backwards, or in fact sideways, that the weight always stays forward towards the partner. 5, 6, 7. A way of thinking about this is that on a backward step, the heel will kiss the floor rather than have all the weight back into the heel. So it's just a little kissing action before you go back and then go forward. In salsa, as we said earlier, the legs want to be nice and flexed, so no straight legs. The energy is down, the weight is into the floor, and it's a very earthy and relaxed dance. The way we lead a figure like this is that the gentleman simply moves his weight in the correct way. Because we have the right contact and connection with our partner, if I were to move my foot, I would simply kick my partner, right? So I don't want to do that. So if I move my weight properly, that's what the lady follows. And therefore, by me moving my weight into any particular figure, the lady is going to follow it. So it's not about what you do with the arms or the feet, it's simply about moving your body weight and the lady being able to follow. Now, one other thing to be aware of when we dance the forward and the backward basic is that often we get asked by beginner students, how big should the step be? Well, there's 2 things to consider. First of all, a salsa is a very quick dance. The quicker the music, the smaller the step. For some reason, when the music's quick, beginners try and take big steps and they try and work too hard. And they think that because they're working hard, they're doing it correct. This is the wrong way to think about it. You want to have nice small steps, nice compact steps, so you're not having to shift too much weight, simply because of the speed of the music. The other thing to consider is that in a salsa bar or a salsa club, often the floor is very, very busy, so you don't have that much space anyway. And also, salsa is not a dance that travels or progresses around the floor. You have a small space, we are dancing forwards and backwards, we don't need much space. So because of the lack of space and because of the speed of the music, try and take small steps. As we've said before, this isn't a definitive guide to the salsa, and there's lots of different ways that you can dance these steps. You'll also hear some teachers say that the feet should close, and others say that the feet should pass. I believe when I teach a beginner student, I try and get them to aim to close the feet. Now, if the feet slightly pass a little bit, that's absolutely fine. But what I don't encourage is big passing steps or closes that stop the energy. So if the feet pass, that's absolutely fine, but we like to keep it nice and tight.